Hey guys, just checking back in. This is the last day of this vlog. I'm not sure how many parts I'll do it in. I might do it in a two-parter. Might even do a third video out of the indie information. Right now what I'm doing is I'm watching my boy Purple Clef on stream. Hit him up on Twitch. Great streamer if you guys haven't seen him before. Got a few favorite streamers. He happens to be one of the ones I really enjoy. Of course, when Trainer goes live, I watch him and Sierra also. Definitely Dead Draw Gaming also. Those are about the main streams if you guys were kind of curious on what I watch. Anyhow, over here, as you can see on the floor, just all my stuff I need to unpack. I have massive amounts of cards and stuff to sort through. We did some openings when we were there. That's the part that I think I'll do on a separate thing. I got a bunch of cards for my bling binder. And what I might do is also show you kind of the stuff that I got out there in another separate video. Anyhow, this will probably be the end of the main one, but there again, like I said, I have to unpack this. As you can see, I got my bling binder right here. I have like the sleeves, that extra. If you guys haven't checked these out, you definitely have to check out Eclipse sleeves. The best sleeves on the market, in my opinion, right now. Let's just go right through what I'm unpacking right now. Something I always travel with. Definitely make sure you carry a lot of those. Back in here, these are my EX binders. EX binders, full arts, all that type of stuff. More Eclipse sleeves. Can never have enough Eclipse sleeves. Dice. This stuff I don't think I'll travel with next time. These are just my rares, just in case I wanted to build something on the way. This is my Pikachu journal. I keep information in there, especially on trades or doing stuff. Let's see what else I have going into the bag.
Your box.
Ultra Guard small flip box. Oh, this one I already took the deck out of. This is one I carried around with me while I was playing. I also have the bigger version for 2 decks. I really enjoy these boxes. I know Trainer has a different preference on boxes than I do, but for me, these work out really well. I like the color scheme of them. And that's pretty much about it. I mean, I have the one case over here. Alright, are you guys ready for this? I'll unzip this thing real quick. This is something I wanted to do for a while. Everybody keeps asking me what I use for traveling around and what I use for storage, sleeves, whatnot. Anyhow, I figured today would be a good day to kind of go through what I've been using and kind of give you a lowdown on stuff. Start off with my main thing. When I travel, this case goes with me everywhere. It's a case made by Pirate Lab. It's roughly $70, $80, somewhere in there, if you can find one in stock. That's the downfall. Let me start by opening this up and showing you what's all in here. And I want to open on the back side. Flip this around here. And this is the back side of the case. What I have inside here are deck sheets, so that on the go I make sure I can make out a deck list. The other thing is my mat that I play on, which I was given a Dead Draw Gaming mat by Danny and Dan. I use that since Madison. And then the other thing that's in here, this is pretty important to me and it travels with me. It won't go into the playing area, but when I'm in a hotel, this comes with me. And what this is, and this will change here now that they talked about rotation, This is a play set of every single trainer of every set. In order. The only ones that I was short on is I don't have all the Team Aqua and whatnot set. But everything else, there's Roaring Skies. I'll just flip through here real quick. And what this is this is 4 cards of each thing. So if I need to make a deck on the way, that's what I'm doing. And I think at the end, there is some expanded staples. Like your VS Seekers, your Battle Compressors. Yeah. And then some of my blingy cards. But that's what's in that. Now, let me put this back here real quick. Well, I'll just zip it up. I'll put it back later. Now, let's lay this down. Hopefully you guys can see this. Now, this is something I wanted to show you guys. And I hope it doesn't come across bragging, but I wanted to show you guys kind of what I'm doing. When I'm traveling, I'm making all the top decks. Like, I believe this is the deck that I played. There's Volcanion. And I have them kind of color-coded. I might change this. This will probably be Decidueye, Plume. Yeah, Decidueye. Next one will be, oh, what is it? Drampa Garb, I think. And they're kind of in order so I can make a thing. There's Garb. So they're ready to go. The reason I do this is for 2 reasons. Deck testing for the team. And the main thing is if I need to switch quickly, I know I have all the top tier decks. And I can just pull something out and go. I do kind of have 2 favorite decks going into it. And if something doesn't change, I will rock with those guys. But I do have them all. Sylveon, Greninja, they're all here. Darkrai, Bulu, Vikabulu, Ray. I also carry, in this case, extra GX counters and the poison markers and whatnot. The only thing I had an issue with this case is before, when I didn't have all the decks built, they had these little blue things. If you're not going to do 5 in a row and just do 4, you're short one of these things. And that drove me nuts. But now that I have them all in there, it's good to go. Now, when I go to actual play, let me show you what else I carry around. Now, when I'm playing, the other ones that I do carry are, I have these Ultimate Guard boxes. I started off with the double, what is it called, so I can tell you the right. It's called the Twin Flippin' Tray. And what it is it has 2 compartments for your decks. Being brutally honest, I take these out. The reason being is I find it easier just to put the deck box in there and walk around with that versus trying to shove it in like this, and it's really, really tight fitting in there. So that's how my preference is I take the trays out of those. Now in the middle section, what we have is there's a little tray for your dice and your counters and whatnot. That I have no problem with. I leave that one in there. Alright, so I'll set that back there so you guys can see that one. Now this one's just a single one. The reason I carry the single one around is in my backpack when we're walking, a lot of times we're staying at hotels that are half a mile away. If you carry a bunch of stuff with you, it's going to wear on you. Tip of the week, if you're staying at one of those hotels, bring some tennis shoes and socks. We had a teammate that ended up buying a brand new pair of shoes because the blisters on his feet were just ridiculous. Anyhow, it's just kind of like the big one. Just kind of shrunk down. Same thing, I take this one out and I just put the deck box straight in there. I could see if you don't use the deck box, but I want all the protection I can get. So those deck boxes that I have are from Ultimate Guard, and I can't remember exactly the price. Don't quote me on this. I think this one was around $24.99, and that one might have been $39.99. They're magnetic. They're not going to open up at all. And let me tell you, I am not sponsored by any of these, so just so you know, this is just my preference. I have not had the time or the chance to try out the decks boxes. So that's what I use for cases. Now, let me explain what I'm using for sleeves. First of all, what I used to use for sleeves, as you guys can see, is a rainbow of just these regular Ultra Pro regular sleeves. I started off with the gloss ones, and then I went to the matte ones. That worked alright, except for I got very upset having to replace these dang things every so often by them just ripping. They weren't built to last. Got very, very frustrating. And so then I went on to using Dragon Shields. Overall, not bad. That was the matte one. There again, I'm not sponsored by any of these companies. I'm just showing you what I experienced as a player. Then along came these Eclipse Pro Matte deck protectors. 80 in a thing. I believe they're $8. They're kind of expensive, but these are my favorite. Right now, I don't think there's a better sleeve on the market other than these Eclipse sleeves. If you have friends like I do, like Trainer from Trainer Vlogs, you might also need a double sleeve. For that, I use these standard Pro Fits and double sleeve them up. The reason you might want to double sleeve them up is you kind of make them spill proof. In my mind, I'm not a big fan anymore of the double sleeving. It makes the deck, well, pretty much that much more thicker. I find it inconvenient, but it will protect your high-end cards. If you are running max rarities, it might be something you want to think about. But for me, it's not that important anymore. Anyhow, I know that's a quick rambling thing, but I just wanted to throw that out there because you guys have been asking me what I've been using, and as of right now, that's what I'm using. If you would, please leave a like and subscribe below. I'll also leave links to all these products and what I'm using and kind of what I think about them. So, I got to finish unpacking. I think I will have a video up. I think I have Chris and Sam opening 2 boxes that I got from Dead Draw Gaming at the location. I'll do that in a separate video. And then I'll just do a recap in a separate video. Anyhow, other than that, thanks for checking out our videos. I appreciate all you guys. It was really, really good to meet everybody that did come up and say hi, and got to meet some really good friends. Until next time, take care.